There's no secret formula for scaling support and boosting customer satisfaction. But there is the all-new Service Hub from HubSpot. It makes it infinitely easier to scale customer support and increase retention. By bringing service and support together in one powerful platform, you can deliver the best experiences for your customers and your teams. Free up time for your reps to focus on complex issues with an AI-powered help desk. Proactively drive retention with customer health scores that help keep your business ahead, stopping churn in its tracks. And give your entire go-to-market team the data they need to operate as one unified, powerful front. All so you can better connect with customers and keep them happy. Secrets out. HubSpot Service Hub is a game changer. Visit HubSpot.com/service to do more for your customers today. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday. It's May 14th. I'm John Weigell here with Sara Friedman, and this is the Hustle Daily Show. You might have gotten an IV drip before out of necessity, but now many people are turning the IV drip into a luxury vacation add-on. Often used to cure hangovers and create a nutritional rush at spas, the IV industry is having a huge moment right now. But does it actually work, and how did it get so popular? We'll chat about all that in a bit, but first, let's give you the hits and headlines in business and tech. Starting off with something everybody's talking about today, Roaring Kitty, the man credited with driving Gamestop shares up 1,000% in 2021, posted on X for the first time in 3 years, and that sent GameStop shares soaring 40% in pre-market trading Monday morning to increase throughout the day. Next, Squarespace is going private officially. The no-code website builder, which was valued at $10 billion and raised $300 million in 2021, is being bought by private equity firm Permira in a $6.9 billion deal. Over to Massachusetts, they are bringing Uber and Lyft to court over there in Massachusetts, alleging that the ride-sharing companies misclassified drivers as independent contractors rather than employees. If awarded, drivers would be entitled to minimum wage and sick leave benefits under state law. That'd be really cool. Okay, over to sports. The WNBA season begins today, and tickets for Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever debut are in demand. One ambitious StubHub seller listed 2 upper deck seats in the arena's second-to-last row for $9,700 apiece, which is $12,300, including all the fees that you would pay on StubHub, as I have often been known to do. And finally, ChatGPT just yesterday announced the launch of its GPT-4o, and this thing looks crazy fast. In addition to speed, it touts new capabilities to, quote, reason across text, vision, and audio. Text and image capabilities started to roll out yesterday, while visual and audio methods will come soon. There's been a lot of demo videos about this too, and Sara, I understand you've watched all of them.
Yes, I come straight from Sam Altman's Twitter account where I watched all of the demo videos, and it is crazy, John. I have to say, it's terrifyingly good. I mean, in one application, you can solve a math equation and use your phone's camera to have AI walk you through. They didn't even just ask for the answer. This is really a teaching feature and getting advice at every stage of the equation all the way to the end.
Wow.
With AI able to read the notes on your paper rather than even needing to upload anything digitally. And another one for live coding assistance, for help with reading data sets, for research projects. And then the last one that I think honestly is what got me was live translation. The demo, they did a conversation between someone speaking Italian and someone speaking English, and GPT was able to just live translate for them, which is pretty insane.
That's a crazy roster of capabilities, and a lot of the videos I saw were also similarly anxiety-inducing, with the scariest one being the emotionally intelligent AI that this has been in development for a while, but you can talk to and it'll respond like an actual person, and you could show it what you're wearing, yourself, everything around you. So it seems that a lot of strides have been really made to GPT-4o. Is this a lot sooner than you thought it would be for all of these updates?
I mean, I'm very close to it. We cover AI pretty much every day. So I think I was preparing myself for this. It was quick, though. Like a week in AI feels like a year in any other industry.
It does.
And this is scary good. And it got here very quickly. And I think there are both some unbelievable applications. Like I would love to see how this changes the education system. And I know that I needed this in math class as a kid. Having access to this type of one-on-one tutoring maybe I wouldn't be a writer today. Who knows? But yeah, it's scary and exciting. And I think there's so many cool use cases for all of this that we probably can't even imagine yet, but it's moving very quickly.
Yeah. On to the main story here. Today's big story is about the old IV drip. Once a staple of hospitals and clinics, the IV bag is moving into the luxury resorts of the world, hotels, and stores. So, Sara, let's first start with the question of why there is such a demand for an IV drip on vacation.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this started as a medical necessity. If you were dehydrated in the hospital to, get a bag of saline and go on your way and feel better, hopefully. But this is kind of the newest addition to the health and wellness space. It's not so surprising. People will go to extremes in the name of health and wellness, and this is just the latest and greatest, but it definitely has infiltrated the luxury space. And now luxury hotels and resorts are making these treatments available to visitors, which I think is kind of an unexpected addition because IV drip and like a 5-star hotel in my mind aren't a natural fit, but it's happening.
Yeah, it seems like it. And a lot of these places that are offering it seem to be more premium places, like Four Seasons Hotel, for example. So all these places seem to be where wealthy congregate, which makes a lot of sense. But the funny part to me is that they would be offering IV drips to these people to cure a hangover or for a spa treatment when all you have to do is just maybe drink a little less on vacation.
Yes. One could argue that, but it is way more fun to kind of overindulge and eat salty food and drink too much and know that these services are waiting for you. And while again, you could say perhaps a bag of saline is a bag of saline, these places are really kind of selling the way you would with massages or facials that they're offering something special. So these are infusions of vitamins and, the perfect mix to kind of make you feel better. And they're marking up the prices accordingly. So as you mentioned, at the Four Seasons, a hydration IV service at the Maui Hotel starts at $300. So this is not your typical saline drip. And even at Harrods, the department store in London, there's a signature service that's around $825 US. There's one in the Dubai Mall as well. So people are shopping until they drop, literally, and then needing, I guess, some resuscitation. And there's even on Carnival cruise lines now, you can book an IV drip while at sea, and that starts at $200. So these are really expensive treatments for something that, maybe shouldn't be.
Yeah, big time capitalism fuel to have it in malls. That's pretty awesome. A location that you would think about for this kind of thing and having it available, we talked about Hawaii, we talked about Dubai, but somewhere like Las Vegas, I'm sure it's just taking over there.
Yes, this is kind of like the heart of the trend, I would say. In researching this story, many give credit to Hangover Heaven as kind of the originator of the trend. And they started literally inside a bus on the go, giving people IV drips on the Vegas Strip back in 2012. But now Las Vegas has kind of exploded as the epicenter of this trend, which obviously, as you said, makes plenty of sense given that it's somewhere most people go to binge drink. So you might need to feel better the next morning before your flight.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense for the demand over there. And of course, Vegas has it in spades, it sounds like. But it's had it for a little while, it sounds like. So this industry is exploding right now. Is there any information on how it's growing and how people can maybe capitalize on this?
Yeah, I think that it is something that's becoming more and more common outside of Las Vegas now. And in 2023, there were around 7,000 medical spas around the world, and then thousands of other specifically IV clinics offering these services. I mean, can't even name all of the companies that have sprung up to kind of capitalize on this. There's the IV Doc, NutriDrip, and Revive. And Most of these companies offer home visits. I saw some of these even will come to your office and give you an IV drip. So it's not just for people on vacation. It's definitely becoming something more normal for if you're hanging out with your friends on a Sunday morning after a night out, that you can call up these services and have them come to your home as well.
Wow. And so it seems like a lot is being done to have these services go around, and it seems like a lot of clients are interested in partaking in this service. Is there any inherent issue to this? Is it a problem with needles, or is there even an issue with if they're actually effective compared to a hospital drip?
Yeah, there's definitely questions by some medical professionals, how effective these kind of potions are, because again, they're being touted as these like really specific and special combinations of minerals and vitamins, when at the end of the day, it's possible that it's kind of no different than perhaps having some electrolytes and taking a multivitamin. So there's concern around the marketing around these prices specifically. And then, at the end of the day, anytime we're breaking skin, we need to, worry about sanitary conditions here. So I think the idea is to only go to a reputable place, and ideally you're watching them open sanitary needles in front of you, but obviously not something to take lightly, and possibly worth it if you had too many margaritas by the pool. So the jury's out.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind next time I'm floating around Las Vegas or Hawaii and just absolutely binging. So thank you for this. This is really helpful to me. All right, and that'll do it for us today. Thanks for tuning into the Hustle Daily Show. We're a proud part of the HubSpot Podcast Network. Our editor today is Robert Hartwig, and our executive producer is Darren Clark. We've got a lot more tech and business coverage in our newsletter. If you're not subscribed, go get yourself signed up at thehustle.co/email, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey, everybody, I got a great podcast to tell you about. It's called Truth, Lies, and Work, and it's brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network, the audio destination for business professionals. On this show, you can join husband and wife team Al and Leanne Elliott as they dispel myths, impart wisdom, and answer all your questions about finding, keeping, and motivating great people. They actually just did an episode with John Smith, who is the manager and agent of famous Argentinian soccer player Diego Maradona. He talks about in this episode how he was able to manage the global superstar, athlete, celebrity that Maradona is and was. It's a great listen. You better get out there and check it out. And you can listen to Truth, Lies, and Work wherever you get your podcasts.